UN Network, and we are going to be here tonight. I'm Karen Palmer, and we are here with our beautiful family, and we're going to be discussing the lessons in miracles. We have the beautiful Christine Elizabeth.
Hello, everyone.
And the beautiful Charlie.
Hello, everyone.
And tonight we're going to do just a short little meditation together to get into our heart space. So I'm just going to invite everyone. Hello, Isabel. We weren't sure. We were hoping that you were going to make it. We're so happy you're here. So we're going to do a short little meditation to go into our hearts together so that we can enter into that beautiful absolute oneness. So I just encourage everyone to take just this moment to close your eyes and slow down your breath and feel into just the wonder of being in a human form, but letting yourself feel that you are spirit, this beautiful, beautiful being of love and light, just experiencing a few human challenges. And what I want you to do is really let yourself drop into your heart. How do you drop into your heart? You drop into your heart by letting go of everything, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, letting go of any beliefs or ideas or concepts you have about yourself or anybody else, and just feeling your heart and feeling a perfect love. Let yourself just feel a wave. That wave will bring you in to the current of the absolute awareness in the ocean of awareness. So let yourself just notice, because it's very simple when we move aside from all our past and future and all of our concerns and worries, and we just let everything go. You start to feel this current, and it starts like a little tiny feeling in your heart, like a little fluttering in your heart. And the more you keep your focus, the more you keep your attention on that fluttering, it starts to come up like a wave. And that wave is the human experience. But when we allow ourselves to really let that wave take hold and we relax into the wave, we fall back into the ocean of awareness. And that is right here, right now. It takes over the whole human experience. And you remember, I am spirit. Spirit, I am. Complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of all the love In you, creation is sanctified. Think of that for a moment. As you allow yourself to fall back into being your true self, which is the ocean of awareness, the pure awareness, the pure presence, the eternal presence. And you allow that frequency, and you allow yourself to enter into that feeling state. You're doing that for all creation. On whatever level creation is open to receive. But because we are this one mind, this one heart, and this one ocean of awareness, this energy is washing over every being in this moment. And whether people are aware or unaware of their beautiful essence, of their beautiful soul, of their whole mind and their whole heart, whether they are aware of it or not, it makes no difference. Because while we allow this light and this love and this current that is moving into the wave and taking over as the ocean of awareness, we do this for all life. So let yourself feel that, because this is what this is. And this is what we're going to discuss. The salvation of the world depends on us. What is the salvation of the world exactly? So we're going to come back and we're going to discuss that. And anyone who wants to type in there, did I lose Gracie again? We lost Gracie again. She was there. But what we're going to discuss is, well, first of all, what is salvation? And salvation, I asked Spirit to help me understand what salvation is. And what salvation is so simple. It's basically remembering that we're the ocean of awareness. It's just remembering for ourselves and accepting the atonement, which is the at one-ment, and accepting that as for all creation. Now, all creation does not need to be on the same page as where we are. It doesn't, all of creation doesn't need to be even aware of their essence for us to be able to help and raise the vibration of the planet together. When we do that, trusting and resting and listening to that part that we are whole in. So when we allow ourselves to just rest in that ocean of awareness, and it starts by being just a little, like I said, I'd love to hear how that feels for you as an experience, because it starts as like a little flutter in your heart, and you feel it does feel kind of like a wave coming up. And then as you start to just relax into the wave, you fall back into that feeling of being in the ocean of awareness. And you feel that just support and that amazing gentleness. So how about you, Christine, honey? Do you have anything you want to share?
I am happy and joyful, and I went to my garden and I got a lot of tornadoes, and I am blessed.
Oh, you are blessed with an abundance of tomatoes. And that's beautiful. See, and that's another beautiful part of that. And Charlie, do you want to share something?
Yeah, and in Pam's the book, the it's the tale of two Pams, and there's the blessed Pam. She of course noticed how lucky she is and how amazing orphan life is, and how everything always works out. And then there's the FLM Pam. If you don't know what that means, it's just say it's a social media acronym people use to express displeasure with certain life events. Anyway, she goes on to talk about that with how when a blessed Pam driving the car, life is good. Reality is sweet, celebrated. But when Pam calls a Chinese fire drill, runs around the car, grabs the wheel, a different story unfolds. So it's just like getting into the blessed Pam and not the run around the car, the hamster wheel and everything. So it's like it's all about your mindset, getting into that, godly state. That's that's where the salvation comes in. So anyway, that's what I got out of it. So
Yeah, I think sometimes we get, from our childhood and our programming and our conditioning, some of these words that are kind of challenging to me are like salvation. That's why I ask Spirit to help me with that word, because I feel like, you know, we're trying to be saved from something. And actually that was the way I was raised. That was the way I was taught, that's like salvation is that we're being saved from something. But when I asked Spirit about it and asked, can you just simplify this? And see, that's a lot of what I do is I ask, can you just simplify this for me?
right.
It's that we're all having this experience in our own time-space reality. So everyone is waking up on their own terms. So it's basically the salvation depends on me, is my only part is to stay awake. And everyone else has their experience, how they're going to have their awakening experience. But my job is to stay out of their experience and let everyone have their own process of how it works for them. So that's how I find that. So the next lesson that we go into, it kind of builds on that. It goes into the next part is I bless the world because I bless myself. And so I'm going to change that here on our message here and come back to the chat and see if anybody, did you want to share anything, Isabel, in the chat? So this next lesson is 187, and it says no one can give unless he has. In fact, giving is proof of having. We have made this point before. What seems to make it hard to credit is not this. No one can doubt that you must first possess what you would give. It is the second phase on which the world and true perception differs. Having had and given, then the world asserts that you have lost what you possessed. The truth maintains that giving will increase what you possess. How is this possible? For it is sure that if you give a finite thing away, your body's eyes will not perceive it yours. Yet we have learned that things but represent the thoughts that make them, and you do not lack for proof that when you give ideas away, you strengthen them in your own mind. Perhaps the form in which the thought seems to appear is changed in giving, yet it must return to who gives. Nor can the form it takes be less acceptable. It must be more. Ideas must first belong to you before you can give them. If you are to save the world, you first accept freedom for yourself. But you will not believe that this is done until you see the miracles it brings to everyone you look upon. Herein is the idea of giving clarified and given meaning. Now you can perceive that by your giving is your store increased. Protect all things you value by the act of giving them away, and you are sure that you will never lose them. What you thought you did not have is thereby proven yours. Yet value not its form, for this will change and grow unrecognizable in time, however much you try to keep it safe. No form endures. It is the thought behind the form of things that lives unchangeable. Give gladly that you can only gain thereby. The thought remains and grows in strength as it is reinforced by giving. Thoughts extend as they are shared, for they cannot be lost. There is no giver and receiver in the sense of the world conceives of them. There is a giver who retains, another who gives as well, and both must gain in this exchange, for each will have the thought in form most helpful. What seems to be lost is always something that we value less than what we surely was returned. Never forget that you give but to yourself. Who understands what giving means must laugh at the idea of sacrifice, nor can they fail to recognize the many forms which sacrifice may take. We laugh as well at pain and loss, at sickness and in grief, in poverty, starvation, and death. We recognize that sacrifice remains the one idea that stands behind them all, and in this gentle laughter, we are all healed. Illusion recognized must disappear. Accept not suffering, and you remove the thought of suffering. Your blessing lies on everyone who suffers. When you choose to see all suffering as what it is, the thought of sacrifice gives rise to all the forms that suffering appears to take. And sacrifice is an idea so mad that sanity dismisses it at once. Never believe that you can sacrifice. There is no place for sacrifice in what has any value. If the thought occurs, its very presence proves that error has arisen and correction must be made. Your blessing will correct it. Given first to you, it now is yours to give as well. No form of sacrifice and suffering can long endure before the face of one who has forgiven and has blessed. The lilies that your brother offer you are laid upon your altar with the ones you offer beside them. Who could fear to look upon such loveliness and holiness? The great illusion of the fear of God diminishes to nothingness before the purity that you will look here. Be not afraid to look. The blessedness you will behold will take away all thought of form and leave instead the perfect gift forever there, forever to increase, forever yours, forever given away. Now are we one in thought, for fear has gone, and here before the altar to the Creator and one thought, we stand together as creation, not separate from anything. The name of God is on our lips, and as we look within, we see the purity of heaven shining in the reflection of love. Now are we blessed, and now we can bless the world. What we have looked upon, we would extend, for we would see it everywhere. We will behold it shining with the grace in everyone. We would not have it be withheld from anything that we look upon. And to ensure this holy sight is ours, we offer it to everything that we see. For where we see it, it will be returned to us in the form of lilies that we can lay upon our altar, making it a home for innocence itself, who dwells in us and offers us innocence for all. So that is, oh, and Isabel shared here. She says, I'm grateful to understand that salvation is my faith in God. So by trusting in God's ways, I am experiencing abundance on healing and improving my movements with my right arm from my injury on Friday. I am delightful for God's miracles when we truly put ourselves in his hands. Yes, absolutely. And we're going to hold that vision with you. See, this is what it means. Now, Isabel shared this thought. Now, this is a truth. So we strengthen the idea by sharing in that idea with her and holding that vision of her in perfect health and seeing her, knowing that yes, the miracle has happened. The miracle is starting, and it's in the process of her receiving it because she's open to receive. So we are now witnessing and observing that as our beautiful sister Isabel is sharing that beautiful miracle with us. That's what it means to say we give the miracles we have received. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you so much for sharing that. So if you want to type anything else in to share, that would be great, Isabel. And if anybody else comes in after, you watch the show and you're watching on the live or the replay, you can always type into the comments. We are so grateful for the time that everyone takes to do these lessons and share your wisdom, because we love your wisdom. And that's what it's all about. Like that, this lesson, we bless the world. when we share our blessings, when we share our miracles. And when Christine talks about the garden and she talks about her abundance of tomatoes, and I'm like that with my lemon tree. When my lemon tree starts to go off, I just put together all the lemons and I ship them all over the place and I bring them down to the post office. And as much as you can share your abundance, the gifts that we are being blessed with, it's it's a beautiful thing. I love that comment when it says one of my favorite things that it says in here is, protect all things you value by the act of giving them away, and you are sure that you will never lose them. I love that. I think that's such a beautiful statement. Protect everything that you value by the act of giving it away. Then you're giving from a place of complete abundance, not a place of lack or scarcity or thinking, oh, I need to hold this back for myself, I better keep a little for myself. No, give it all. Give as much as you can, and you'll see that you have that abundance. Yes. Wow. Yes, Isabel.
Yes, Isabel.
Look at that. Oh, she's sharing. Oh, thank you for showing that. Oh, how beautiful. See, look at those beautiful tomatoes. Oh, I could take a bite right out of it. I wish you could take a bite right out of it. And that's what I mean. Like when we have an abundance of something, we have plenty of clothes, right? We also have plenty of clothes, or we have plenty of winter and fall are starting to come. If you have plenty of winter and fall jackets, there's so many people who could really benefit from our overabundance. So anyway, so Isabel says, I love your tomatoes, Chris.
Thank you, Isabella. Her poem made.
Yes, they're beautiful. So beautiful. All right, so we're getting ready to change our hats and going into our next chant. We're going into the chant here. And I'm going to see if my Charlie Charming is able to count for us.
I can.
All right. So our first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And Charlie, can you tell how we do this?
Yes, we're going to do this 3 times slowly. Then we're going to do 108 times. And then I will give you notice when we are done. And there's 3 things we do first. And as we say the 3 times slowly. And the first thing is we're going to remove all obstacles that are in front of us.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
And next, we're going to remove all barriers that we put up by ourselves. And we're going to get rid of them. We're going to remove them.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
And next, we're going to remove all the illusions that are out there that we put there that are really not there. We're going to make sure we remove them.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Okay, so really feel into that now. Now we've removed the challenges. So we're doing this for everyone. We're doing this for you, Auntie Jean. We're doing this for you, Isabel. We're doing this for Teri's brother. We're doing this for everyone and anyone who has any ailments, any issues, any ideas that are challenging right now. We're removing those together and letting go and stepping in to perfect health, perfect love, perfect joy, all the gifts that we've been given. We're accepting those gifts as miracles, and we're ready for the miracles to replace all the madness and all the insanity and all the ailments and all the issues. We're letting miracles replace everything that isn't love. And that's what we're going to do in this next chant. As we go into our next chant, we are going to, with millions of people all over the world, everyone saying the same chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Charlie, can you share about that chant?
Yes, we're gonna do it just like the previous one we did. We're gonna do it 3 times slowly, and then we're gonna do 108 times, and then I will let everyone know when we're done. And hello, Marlene. Marlene popped in. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna accept, align, allow, and become awake. Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Next, we're gonna be happy and healthy. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
And next, we're gonna be living in peace and harmony and free from all suffering and all allergies and all illusions.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho. And now we rest here in our heart, in that oneness, in that beauty and grace, and so much gratitude for our Creator. And we are going to hold that vision for all creation. And we're going to do 3 ohms in gratitude for all the wonders and all the amazing blessings that we are so touched by. So take a nice deep breath. Om.
Mm.
And now we're going to bring our heart and our brain into coherence. All it takes is a couple of breaths and a focused attention on a feeling state of gratitude. So feel into that. Drop your heart into your heart, feeling that energy slowing down your breath. Feeling so much love, appreciation, joy, playfulness. Just feel that for yourself. Feel it bubbling in your body, in your mind, in your emotions. Feel it everywhere. And then let it go. Share it, expand it, extend it, radiate it like you are the brightest sun in the sky. And you are just shining the great rays into all life.
Yeah.
And then just take this moment to let's come back. Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. This is our beautiful, beautiful reminder that everything that we are doing is to declare that there is peace on earth. So I'm going to ask Christine to share that and count us in.
Fine. 1, 2, 3. We declare that
We declare
that
there is peace on earth, and we declare that peace begins inside of us.
So it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
Forever and ever.
Ever.
Amen.
Amen.
And we've been doing this for 1,150 days now
Now,
Yay.
as a group
the
known
the
Peace for peace.
for peace.
peace.
And if Annie Jean was here, she'd say Karen is a P, and
Yeah.
Christine is a P,
Yeah,
and me, Molly, I'm a P, and Isabel out there is a P, and Marlene out there is a P, and Mama P that's not here, and Auntie Jean that's not here. They're all P's, and we have P's all over the world. So, wouldn't you like to be a P?
yeah, P2.
Yes. And as she would say, we have peace all over the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
The white hills, the white town of a chanting Franklin of peace. The hills alive. Town of chanting, I try to do my best, bravely,
You
best I
get
can.
smiles on faces.
Face to faces. See, Tracy?
Alrighty.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And
And so we're going to close out the show.
well, we have it's a feast day today. It's the feast of Saint Anne. So I'm gonna read a little prayer.
Okay.
O good Saint Anne, loving mother of the Blessed Virgin Mary, you are so powerful in heaven. Heal me of all my physical ailments. Preserve me from every danger in life. And pray for my soul's salvation in the moment of my death. Amen.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes. So, yeah, it happened to be the feast day today for
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful way to end the night. So we'll be back tomorrow, everybody. And thank you so much for joining with us.
And we leave
And we
you with
close out.
Namaste.
Amen. Good night,
Amen.
Isabel. Good night, Molly.
Night, Moa.
Good night, everybody.
We love you all so much.
Bye now.
Bye.